joining us tonight to celebrate the night of new possibilities. Possibility, such a magical word. There are sparkles all over this concept. Possibilities. But the burning question is how to create possibilities. Or better to say, what's the price of creating possibilities? Shining like golden doors around us. Magical golden doors that lead the way to manifestation of our desires and dreams. It always brings a smile to my face when I remember the movie Rocky, when they asked Rocky's rival what his prediction for the fight was. He said, prediction? Pain. And I smile because it's the absolute truth. It's always interesting to me when I hear people talk about success and happiness as the very opposites of failure and pain, as if they're separable. Success and failure, happiness and pain are two sides of the same coin. No success or happiness can be experienced if you haven't gone through suffering, hardship, pain, and failure. As many times as it takes for you to learn how to create a path to your happiness. I can say that with confidence because my life and the lives of those I know who have found happiness is adorned and rife with pain and suffering. As my grandmother used to say, nothing comes for free but the cheese and the mousetrap. A few nights ago, I was thinking about what I was going to say tonight when I remembered the short poem I wrote a while back when I was walking through yet another dark night of soul. Thought to share that with you. You want to hear it? Yes. Okay then, here we go. So thick is the darkness, so cruel. In pitch black land of despair, nothing ahead of me, nothing behind I can see. Weary and impatient, weighing heavily on my wounded heart, the burden of the losses and sorrows. I have wandered over the meadows with sparkling streams, traveled through the merciless flames of the scorching desert, and the floating icebergs in the unknown caves of the highest mountains. Seared into my memory the ravages of the scalding heat and the perishing cold. But this darkness is beyond my courage. No light penetrates it. In pitch black land of despair, my heart torn with grief, flooded with fear, is searching for the light. Sometimes I have dreams of happiness. Then I find myself gazing in wonder at the glorious garden of my dreams, forgetting my grief, forgetting my pain, my fatigue, my fears. The beauties there, shining brightly under the sun, dazzle my eyes. But suddenly, the ruthless darkness rushes in and covers up the light. And nothing ahead of me, nothing behind I can see. I wrote this piece about 10 years ago when I was battling a brain tumor that was taking away my eyesight and attacking aggressively to take more every day. You make the path by traveling through it, and the path shapes you in return. Being in and out of each of these battles humbled me down, took fear out of my consciousness, made me stronger and more resilient. It also made me more determined than ever to share with others what I've learned in my, at times, poignant journey of life, so they can muster up their courage to fight tooth and nail and claim their lives back from the merciless grasp of darkness. Yes, dreams, enchanting, mesmerizing, uplifting dreams. They have always saved me from drowning in the darkness. Yet, the most exciting, meaningful, and heartfelt dream I've ever dared to dream, that has kept me moving forward, hanging on to the last threads of hope and pushing through numerous barriers and obstacles, has been the creation of this nonprofit. A transformative healing center where people feel heard, seen, understood, respected, and responded to. An organization where instead of being labeled and diagnosed or prescribed medication, the life experiences of those seeking help can be accounted for and more richly described through the stories of their strength, resilience, and resilience. Where the weaknesses give way to strengths, deficits give way to assets, and inadequacies give way to resources. In the last 40 years, I've trained thousands of students and helped thousands of my clients to believe in themselves and dare to turn their dreams into reality. Yes, I'm 6 years old. But I was utterly disappointed during the many years I worked in the community mental health agencies. I found those clinics to be like revolving doors. Clients would enter through those doors with hope and leave with a bunch of diagnostic labels, some useless and impractical advice, and a cocktail of medication, only for them to come back every time with less hope of recovery and more of the emptiness inside. Often, all that was offered to the clients was an increase in the dosage of their medication and piling up even more pills in their drug cocktails simply because they weren't getting better. Exactly like the Eagles song, Hotel California. Remember? It said, you can check out whenever you want, but you can never leave. Informed by my 45-year history of fighting injustice and discrimination as a social activist, and a deep yearning for providing access to true healing services for everyone, regardless of their socioeconomic status, I finally took action and founded this nonprofit 4 years and 4 months ago exactly. Using all my personal credits and assets, including my 401k and savings. I named it Open Doors to Future Possibilities because I wanted to help plant and spread the seeds of hope in the hearts of those who seek our help so they can heal and recover from the impact of the harsh punches of life on their bodies, minds, and emotions. Give new meanings to their past experiences, and create new possibilities for their future. To be able to do this at my Academy of Contemporary Narrative Therapy, I've trained and supervised many capable counselors who are currently helping people heal and redefine their lives to get a second chance to happiness and success. The huge number of happy clients out of our organization supports my claim. As a result of our success, more clients are knocking on our doors every day. After all, we provide counseling for only $10 an hour. And all our services are free of charge for the veterans, law enforcement, and their families. In addition to counseling, we provide tutoring, connection to benefits and resources, and so much more. We are partnered with Empower, and national free-of-charge tech skills training under the leadership of my dear friend, Colonel Chris Starling. Chris, say hi to people. He's also our vice president here at Open Doors. Among our other allies and collaborators are Captain Todd Trayer with San Jose Police Department. Jake Min and his nonprofit Silicon Valley Koreans. Marie Fournier, the managing director at Pacific Housing. Bill Sullivan and his foundation, Neighborhood Hands. And many other organizations such as San Francisco Giants, Santa Cruz Warriors, San Jose Earthquakes, Mary West Credit Union, Walmart, Starbucks, Target, Chic, GC Farms, and Vans. Woo! We're truly helping people, so there's high demand for our services, and that's why we need to expand. Pacific Housing has generously provided us with a 2-story satellite office at Fairgrounds as a result of our good work with their veterans in last year. Soon we will have another office in San Francisco. And we're hoping that with your help, we can open more branches in Santa Cruz, Palo Alto, San Mateo, Los Angeles, and then Dallas, Texas, San Antonio, San Diego, Phoenix, Arizona, Las Vegas, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, North Carolina, and New York. So the dream gets bigger and more impactful in the lives of our nation, from sea to shining sea. Here is a short slideshow so you can see how hard we've been working to help our clients achieve their goals. And while we're watching the slides, I'm inviting my amazing team to come up on the stage so you can get to see these bright, shining stars. Sessions. 85% of clients have successfully achieved their goals within 4 months. Remaining 15% achieve their goals within 1 year. 4,000 veterans served since 2020. Over 1,500 veterans and their families in transitional housing were served with food, clothing, and counseling. Free laptops and bikes for vets. Over 800 hours of tutoring sessions. Over 100 unhoused veterans were moved to temporary and then permanent housing. Over 60 veterans in counseling with me in last 2 years, they overcame PTSD, deep depression, and suicidal thoughts. All of them have already secured long-term employment and housing. 3 of them have their own successful small businesses. 13,000 homeless neighbors have been served since 2020. 6,500 boxes of food and vegetables. 10,000 pairs of socks and new Vans shoes. We're currently in a 4,500 square feet office, and yet we need more space. Zero release satellite offices provided to us by Pacific Housing. We also provide counseling and other services to veterans who reside at Willow Housing in Menlo Park. And here are my students, trainees, and supervisees who are becoming competent counselors in the Academy of Contemporary Narrative Therapy. I'm especially grateful to my good friends Lisa and Paul Caputo. Mary and Karl-Heinz Lacknet, and Ruthie and John Wunderling for their continued love and support. And I'm excited to share with you tonight that Mary Lacknet has accepted to be our new CFO, bringing to our team her unique charm, gifts, talents, and rich experiences. Woo! Mary! Oh, she's here! I'm sincerely and deeply grateful to all of you good people who have supported me and my dream. The beautiful dream of revolutionizing the broken wheel of the old mental illness and Band-Aids providing system and replacing it with the spirit of love and collaboration with a new global mental health structure in our country first and then around the world. Imagining a promising perspective shaping the future mental health centers, where the services are really effective and the providers truly believe to the bottom of their souls that healing and recovery is possible for each and every individual. A road paved with love and hope, but also pain and disappointment. One beautiful, magical, non-profit organization. 100 wounds, 2 near-death experiences, and then illnesses, and then recoveries. All of which makes the joy of celebrating this creation even sweeter, because it is earned on a daily basis by the dedication and sacrifices of my amazing, hardworking, and competent team, and my humble personal and professional experiences. And thus, it will not be ever taken for granted, simply because now we all share that dream. It's now our dream. I've poured everything I've made as a full-time professor at San Jose State University and in my private practice into this dream, without paying myself for the endless hours that I lead, train, supervise, and work tirelessly here at this nonprofit. For the last 5 years, I've been working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week to make this happen. And now, I need the help of your generous hearts to be able to continue this mission of serving as many people as we can here in our very own community and then all over the country. Please join us to help our low-income families and unhoused neighbors. And let's support our brave veterans, reserve and active duty, and our courageous law enforcement officers and their families for the sacrifices they've been making every day to keep us safe. Please take action now and donate today to support us in transitioning lives in our community. With your help, we can create new beginnings for even more children, teenagers, families, younger and older adults, so they can have a second chance to success and happiness. You can make a difference in their lives with your kind support, individual gifts, and corporate sponsorships. Let's stand strong together to make our organization rise in every city of our country to help thousands and thousands of those who need us, who need our help to get back on their feet again, dare to dream again, so they can make themselves and their families happy and proud. No donation is too small. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. If I can turn this paper, it would be really good. Together, we can make our nation stronger and the world a better place. I love and respect every single one of you, now, always, forever. Thank you.